coffee time. I must confess, it is 7:30 at the moment, and I am already having my first cup of coffee. Whew. And this time not a mergpijp cookie, but we call it in the Netherlands eierkoeken, egg cookies, egg cookies. I have no idea if there's an English translation. If so, I will add it in the edit. And then I put a little bit of roomboter, pure butter on it. Oh, and then 1, 2 together. Have a look. Lovely. I think a couple of years ago, and perhaps it is already 10 years ago, there was this diet guru in the Netherlands who said, if you are hungry and still you want to diet and you want to lose weight, you have to eat these cookies, eierkoeken, egg cookies. And then everybody who was famous tried their diet, and that made her become famous also. What is her name again? Can't remember right now. Oh, I can pronounce it 10 times, but now... Nou ja, anyhow, the Dutchies under us, I think they already pronounced her name, because she was well known because of these cookies. I do not eat them because I'm on a diet. No, I just like them, these cookies. So, good morning, by the way. It is a brand new start, and we will pick up the hook within a couple of minutes. And then we leave for the marina to pick up 500 liters of fresh water. And then we head for Oude Wetering. We will pick up some guests. And then we head for a tour. And this tour will lead us to one of the Frisian Isles up in the north of the Netherlands called Vlieland. Never been there, so I hope it is worth the journey. It will take us a couple of days before we get there. So, wanna care to join? That would be lovely. But first, let's have a drink together. Pause the video, grab something to drink, and perhaps something nice if you do not have any diet to take care of. Silly. And then off we go. How about that? Come on. The anchor grounds in this area are black and grey clay, so one always have to clean the anchor. So, off we go. One of the biggest isles in this Kagerplassen lake area is called Kaag. And Kaag holds one of the shipyards of Fairship. And Fairship is a company that builds super yachts from €1 million per meter. And I think it was 2 or 3 weeks ago that they launched their latest build. And as I look now on the spot is empty. So I guess that this boat, it was called Sport, is heading for a new owner. Yeah. And then just around the corner there is the motor ferry who brings the employees from Fairship towards their yard or the inhabitants of Kaag Island towards shore or towards their home. And although the canal is only 50 meters wide, you still need that motor ferry, and it is operated 24/7. And that's not only for emergency cases, but yeah, sometimes the inhabitants want to have dinner elsewhere instead of on the isle, and then they can use the motor ferry to go to either shore or to their home. So, just a couple of meters, and then we will moor on this marina, where we will pick up 400 to 500 liters of fresh water. With 500 liters of fresh water in the tank, we left the mooring spot and headed for the first bridge. Well, as far as I can see, there is one boat waiting for me. It's a rental boat. I have no idea how long they had to wait. Well, it's good weather and I think they don't bother to wait for me. And together we will go towards the next bridge. And here we are at the bridge of Oude Wetering. We are almost there. Almost there? Yeah, because it's just around the corner where I want to moor. Again? Another mooring? Yes, but this time it is a special mooring because we will pick up 2 guests. 2 weeks ago we moored over here to fill up our diesel tanks with just a little 2,300 liter of diesel. This is an ideal spot since the truck can park next to the boat and does not hinder any traffic while parked. And with 90 liter per minute we fixed this task in under 30 minutes. On this beautiful morning we moored over here because we will have 2 guests aboard during this trip, my friend Sylvia and her doggy Jax. I told Sylvia that I started recording my trips again, and then she looked at me like this and she said, "Sharing your life on YouTube is your game, not mine." I know that sharing her life on social media hardly exists, so still she will pop up from time to time. We release the lines, we go reverse, yeah, that is possible, and then we are heading for Amsterdam. Aalsmeerderbrug, the bridge of Aalsmeer. I was not aware of that until a couple of months ago. There was always an operator in the bridge house, but now it seems empty. So also this bridge is operated on a distance. Okay, well, we have to wait because they can only operate one bridge per time and they have several desks, but nevertheless it is quite busy at the moment. So we wait. So, off we go. We are in the Amsterdam area, in front of the Nieuw Meersluis, New Lake locks. And they call it the New Lake because this lake was not there before, but when they started to build all the highways, they needed sand. And lucky we Dutchies were, that in this area there was a bunch of sand in the ground. So we dredged it out, excavated, is that the correct word? All out, and then we started building our highways, and we were left with this lake, New Lake. It has a look because then we will start the standing mast route through Amsterdam, and the ducks over here, the duckies over here, they are used to the sloops, and that they get food from the sloops. There was this duck and she jumped on the boat. Have a look. Oh, the owner does not like that. Oh. Oh, but she tried again. You know what we will do? Zullen we even aanleggen? Okay. We have another 30 minutes to before we can go through the lock. So we will moor, and then Sylvia can walk the dog. It seems that many boat owners want to dock next to the quay when to go through the lock. And these sloop skippers are no different. But luckily, the bow of Lady Liselot is high and has a certain angle, so at least one sloop fit under it without hurting anyone. In front of the next bridge, there is another Dutch vlogger, and their boat is called Henrik. Arie and Caroline. They are heading for north. So from what I heard is that they plan to go to Denmark and Sweden. If you watch their Dutch channel, then you see that they have been there before last year, and they are heading for that spot again. The bridge operating system in Amsterdam is clever. Why? Because they at least use 2 persons. So the person who operates the bridge number 1 also operates bridge number 3 and 5. And then there is a guy on bridge number 2 and he operates number 4 and 6. So it's always, and the moment that we arrive, the bridge most of the time is already open. So it is a smooth ride through Amsterdam. Oh, lovely. Arie and Caroline, they are heading for just a couple of minutes in Amsterdam, so we waved and said goodbye, and I hope they have an enormous, fantastic, great journey, and we go to the orange locks, the last locks in Amsterdam. So, leaving the Amsterdam locks, Oranje Sluizen orange locks, heading for Enkhuizen. It will take approximately 2.5, 3 hours before we get there. But yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, from the heart of Lady Liselot, the kitchen, it is coffee time! And this time with the world famous mergpijp cookie. The girl behind me also has one. Yum 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 yum. Enjoying our coffee. Wow. Really? Yep. It feels like a long day, and that is also because of the trip of 3.5 hours on the Markermeer. So we have this sea with a dike, a dam in the middle, and then the under the lower part is called Markermeer and the upper part is called IJsselmeer. So we had to cross the Markermeer, and then we found out that of course we also have a dog with us and he needs to do his thing. So so we looked around in the Enkhuizen area where we are now, and when we came in the area of the old lock, not the Naviduct over here, but the old lock, we saw that the lock was double red already, and that is because it is the 4th of May today. And on the 4th of May in the Netherlands we pay attention to those who gave their lives in World War II. So we pay attention to that so many years after World War II. And that also means that the lock would not operate from a certain time. So the moment that we came over here, we saw double red, and I thought, well, at least we can moor for a couple of seconds, minutes, and then Sylvia can walk the dog. And you know what we do? Don't tell anybody. We will go to the upper head of the mooring facility, and then we stay over there. And if we are not allowed, then people will come and tell us that we are not allowed. Please move. But yeah. So, did you like this film? Thank you very much for watching, and I would say, do I see you in the next video? Alright then, for now, bye bye.